I'm guessing you guys are liking all these credit card gems that I'll be dropping on you guys. Well, I'm about to drop some more. Yeah. But first things first though, guys, if you haven't watched the previous 2 episodes about how to pick the right credit card, then I suggest you pause this one and watch them first. I'm going to leave a link here. If not, I suggest you guys chill, lay back, stay tuned and watch the rest of this video about how to pick the right credit card, part 3. Cool!
You know what you're watching. DS Learning Finance. Whoa.
I can't lie, guys, this next credit card fee that I'm about to talk about, yeah, it don't affect me much. No shade, but it really doesn't, guys. And it's foreign fees. You see, in the UK, most credit card companies will charge their borrowers 3% on the foreign fees for using their credit card abroad. Let's say you're on a nice holiday and you want to buy a nice souvenir. 3% foreign fee. You find some nice wonderful wine or beer to bring back to the UK. 3% foreign fee. You even think about buying anything overseas. 3% foreign fee. You can see how this can add up, guys, yeah? And even though 3% might still seem small to some people, I like to say to them, bruh. But I'm also thinking, like, let's say you spend £500 abroad, which can quite easily be done, guys, yeah? Simply done, yeah, abroad. You pay for food,
you pay for drinks, you pay for buying certain
gifts for your family. All of that can add up to £500 real quick, yeah? 3% of that is £15. You're telling me for you to spend that £500, you need to add on an extra £15 and pay that to your credit lender? That's ridiculous. And not only that though, guys, another reason why it doesn't sit well with me is because whenever you go abroad, let's face it, we know there's 2 prices abroad. There's the normal local fee and then there's tourist fee, which is just extortion basically, yeah? We know there's 2 prices, so you're going to pay above and beyond because people abroad know that you're tourists, so they're going to upcharge everything. We like to pretend like that doesn't exist, but it exists. So there's that to worry about. There's also currency exchanging, the money you've lost to just transfer your currency from pounds to whatever it is, dollars, euros, naira, whatever it is, yeah? You've also lost some money due to that. And when you sit down and really deep it, guys, if you were to take cash with you abroad, yeah, you would have those 2 things to pay for, but the other thing that you would not pay for is for a foreign fee for using that cash. So it just doesn't sit well with me thinking, okay, instead of taking cash with me, I'm going to take my credit card, but yet I still have to pay these foreign fees, whereas if I just took cash, I wouldn't have to worry about that. So that's why it really doesn't resonate with me paying for foreign fees. I just don't like to do it, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's a fee that I have little concern about and I don't pay any attention to. Because simply put, I'm not gonna spend my credit card abroad. I'm gonna spend my own money abroad. On to the next point, guys, yeah, which is over limit fees. If there's one fee out of all of them, guys, yeah, that I would like to avoid, yeah, it is over limit fees. I'll tell you why later. Whew. You see, with credit card companies, what they do is they give you a limit that they're willing to borrow you. But that isn't necessarily the maximum you're allowed to borrow. You can potentially borrow more than what they are willing to offer you. But I wouldn't do that because that's when you're subject to paying an over limit fee. And there's 2 reasons why I would avoid this in general. The first one is pretty much the surface reason that everyone will kind of know about, which is that you're going to pay more than what you actually owe the credit card lender, which is ridiculous in my opinion. You should never be paying more than what you owe because you didn't have to get that credit card. You could have used your own cash, so why are you paying more for using your own cash? Don't make sense, but I digress. Anyway, back on topic, yeah. So the first reason is that you're going to pay more than obviously what you owe. So I think it is, well, back in the days it used to be £35. So in the UK, I think that's the sort of ballpark credit card lenders were charging people. So you're £1,000 above your credit limit, or you're 1p above your credit limit. your backside is getting charged, guys. Credit card companies don't play around with that one. But yeah, you can see what my point here. It used to be £35. Now, what they've brilliantly brought in is that they've brought in, I think it is legally, it's £12 now, guys. But that doesn't mean that the credit card company can't charge you more than £12. The thing is, they could charge you £35. But for you to just be charged £12, i.e. £23 returned back to you each and every time you go over your credit limit, yeah, instead of £35 each and every time, you need to go through court cases to plead your case, basically, yeah. Who wants to do that? That's bare long, guys, man. I don't want to do that. I ain't got time for that. There's very, very little reward for the amount of effort you put in. Ain't worth it. This is why I just say, let's just in the nutshell avoid over limit fees. And the other reason, which a lot of people may not actually think about, but really is the core to why I like to avoid this fee in particular out of all of them, guys, yeah, is the look it gives your credit profile. You guys think about it. This credit card company has told you, we can only give you a maximum of this amount. Let's say it's £1,000. So you're only allowed to borrow £1,000 each and every month. So for you to go above that, what you're telling them is, look, I need this money. I am not able to sustain myself without this money. And that's why it gives such a bad look on your profile, guys. Because you're basically telling them, look, like the money you've given me isn't enough. I'm in a dire situation. You can see why that is so bad, surely, guys. And so my answer to avoid paying over limit fees, guys, drum roll, is, yeah, just don't go over the limit, guys. Like, bruh, don't go over the limit. Use your own cash. If you're gonna do something, really sit down and think about, is this worth spending? If it is justifiable, then use your own cash instead of credit card cash. Remember, you shouldn't be getting a credit card if you don't have the money to pay off the credit card in a timely fashion. And by this, I preferably like to say each and every time the payment date is up, basically, before then. And just for peace of mind, yeah, there's something also called credit utilization. You see, when you have a credit card limit, I've mentioned this several times, guys, several times in my previous credit card videos, so check them out, yeah. We'll leave one link here for you guys, yeah. But like, credit utilization, simply in a nutshell, basically says don't use the whole 100% of the credit card limit that you're given. What you need to actually use is less than 10%. The thing that is important to note about credit card companies, guys, is that how much cash you use directly corresponds to how dependent on that cash you are with the credit card company. Yeah, just deep it. That's whew, that was a gem right there. Whew, you know when you just drop them gems of knowledge and you know that was the one right there. But anyway, and so it's the dependency that credit card companies value, basically. They use to evaluate your credit profile. It's a dependency on the cash, which heavily correlates to how much you use. That's why it's important to basically keep it low, guys, yeah. It's your favorite YouTuber, guys, Dami Solari. I talk about stock market investments, property investments, financial management too, giving you guys that consistent content, you know, before you guys can go about doing whatever you're going to do for the rest of the day. Say with me, like, subscribe and share, people. What? DS Learning Finance. Whoa. Bye, guys.
Whoa.